I was in love with my shadow. He trailed me like a steadfast hound, my one and only. I was never without him. He was more than the absence of light obstructed by my body. That space that trailed behind me, was never mine. For years I turned in circles, reaching into the abyss and hoping he would reach back, but all I ever found was the contour of myself, etched into walls and sidewalks and streets. I thought I was doomed for delirium. How could I tell anyone that the only thing that brought light into my life was the very thing that light could not touch? But I felt him. I know I did. The warmth of my heart ignited on every sunny day. I was insatiable. And then, the eclipse came. I dreaded the moment when I stood enveloped in blackness, unable to discern where the shadow began and the love of my dreams ended. It would be only for a moment. A mere instant alone. Even a minute separated from the heart's desire feels like an eternity in bitter silence. At the point of totality, the junction of light and loss, I outstretched my hand towards the sun. It was at that moment, I felt his touch for the very first time. I knew without a doubt he finally reached back for me. But when I opened my eyes, he was nowhere to be found, in fact, nowhere could be found. The warmth of his touch lingered on my skin, but I could see nothing but an endless blackness surrounding me. My breath fogged from my lips as I spun in aimless circles. Everything in sight had been consumed by darkness, everything except for me. I stood out against the black backdrop like a star in the night sky. I could see the freckles on my arms and the wisps of strawberry hair over my brow. I looked down at my dress, which once was dull and gray, and it had become opalescent. An iridescent fog surrounded me, spreading further into the darkness with every movement of my body. Each gentle motion flushed the vacant world with color. As I took a tentative step forward, a ripple of bright hues permeated the ground beneath my feet. The more I moved, the more color and life filled the desolate space. And so, I began to dance. The emptiness became my canvas and I was the brush. Shrouded in darkness, I danced alone, bringing with me the most enchanting light. For the first time, my shadow was coruscating and bright, the only darkness I saw was right in front of me. I twirled and leaped to the song in my heart, shimmering drops of holographic light radiating off my body like rain. I felt like the sun, slowly breathing life into the darkness. I had all but forgotten my shadowed love when the warmth of touch graced my hand once again. I knew it was him without a doubt in my mind. He held me close and whisked me from my feet. My solitary dance suddenly gained an unexpected partner. Through the air, we swayed, and the light from my body surged and faded with each step. Everywhere I colored, he returned to shadow. I could barely discern the features of his face through the luminescence of my own.